All right. Good morning, SVG. It is Friday morning here in beautiful SVG and around the world and other places of the world. You good?
Thank God it's Friday.
Good morning.
Indeed. Thank God it is Friday. All right. So, yes, good morning. What happened to you?
Good morning.
Yeah, we had the energy before, you know.
Oh, let me just reach now. Let me bring a fresh batch of energy. Like when you're milking cow and like, oh, a fresh batch of milk is a fresh batch of energy. Good morning.
We appreciate it. We'll put it up for later use.
You gotta have endurance.
Yeah.
You
It's
gotta
never
have
too
a little
much.
bit more endurance.
Yeah, come on. It's never
If you
too much.
start up here, you gotta finish over here. Just like our girl and our boy at Paris Olympics. Endurance, 800 meters. You definitely gotta have. Boy, are you good? Good morning.
All right. So, good morning to everyone joining us or in studio with you are Christal, Dianna, and Roleza. All right. And hoping that everybody is having a good one so far. Or even if it didn't start off so good, hopefully it'll be, as a friend of mine sent me this morning, hoping today would be the Fridays of all Fridays ever. Right? So to the person who sent that to me,
Fridays of
the most
all
the Fridays.
Wow.
Let me tell you exactly what the thing
That could be a
said.
little depressing too.
May today be the Fridays Friday that you ever Fridayed. All right, that's what he sent me this morning, quite early.
Friday's a day, so normally we zest,
5:08 a.m.
True. It's true enough. So
That's a
Friday's the day that we zest.
Friday's a day.
You know that word
culturally now-
zest we use in different ways, right?
Yeah.
So
Gallivanting.
all right, okay.
My definition of zest is gallivanting. Right? And enjoying stuff because you've had such a stressful week and you're just happy. So if it's
Yeah.
Friday's Friday, it means every week was real stressful. It wasn't.
it's true.
All right. So, as Christal spoke on earlier this morning, today is Friday. That is July the 26th. And she made mention, you saying yes because of what? Next week? The things that next week brings?
Yes. Next week will be
Because
Friday's Friday.
I don't understand. Right? Today's already 26th. I don't understand. Right? So, yes, Christal did mention that we have a team of 4 persons headed to the Paris Olympics, and the opening is actually today. Right, the Paris Olympics.
The Vinci's in Paris.
Oh, bonjour,
Oui.
Bonjour, monsieur,
Satan.
bonjour, mademoiselle, comment t'appelles? Roleza can't handle it, boy.
No, yeah. No, it real early. It's just real early.
Never too
Right?
early for French.
Come on, of course.
Bien sûr. Ah, okay. D'accord. A team of 4 was named to represent our island at the 2024 Paris Olympics to be held in France from July 26th to August 11th. The team consists of swimmers Canouan Greiggs and Alex Joachim, who will contest the 50-meter freestyle. The other 2 members of the team are Shafika Maloney and Handel Robin, who will participate in the 800-meter. Both of them are the national record holders. We, as an SVG, we wish them all the best. And for those of you who may be curious as to what time the opening ceremony is today, it is slated for 1:30. I think it's 1:30 our time. All right. So it is opening in Paris. So I'm sure that many news networks will be carrying it. And man, just Google it. Some YouTube
Big
it.
up Team SVG one time.
Je suis fier d'eux.
What is that? What does that mean?
I'm proud of
Translate.
them.
You went to Google Translate?
Come on, man.
Oh, look at
Hello?
you.
Hello?
Trying to fool the public.
I'm trying to fool. You see, I'm reading, right? Je suis fier de. But it's really cool. Have you seen the photographs with them in their outfits?
I did.
They look so tough. Especially when
Yes.
she's just there standing in front,
Yes.
game face
I
on.
was enjoying those photos. They're amazing. Well done. Big up the photographer. Big up the editor.
Yeah, they got
Big up Team
they're brand
SVG.
ambassadors, right, for the apparel label. I went back.
Branded. Somebody sent it. People just send me stuff.
Yeah.
I
wish
think it
people
was
would send me
branded.
stuff too.
I will send it to you. So somebody has sent me the link yesterday.
I don't
so
want to make our money.
For what you want money for,
I
Christal?
was just going to ask, should I?
Are you running? What are you participating in?
I'm running for presidency.
Oh, she must want to be a brand ambassador. I think that's probably it.
Yeah, I'm study better. There we go. Continue.
You want to be a brand ambassador for which? For
They
any
were-
brand?
They got probably a bank.
Smart move.
They kicked me out the studio just now.
I
But
personally
true.
will kick you out of the studio just now. You just wait. All right. All right. So we have another update for you. Let's see if this
Yeah.
thing would open very quickly on my phone. So yesterday we were talking about a body that was found in Canouan. Gentleman who lovely, fucking fast this morning.
Mhm.
All right, so a Canouan man who died or whose body was found. We spoke on it briefly yesterday, just to note that the post-mortem revealed that he died from, let me use the big word. What's the big word? What's the big word? He died from myocardial infarction. That simply means he died from a heart attack. All right. So no foul play is suspected. And just to refresh your memory that this individual is Mr. Andrew Carlisle of Compton. He's a 57-year-old laborer from Friendship Canouan. All right. So yesterday we spoke on it, and a release from the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force indicated that his partially decomposed body was found, but however, based on the autopsy, he died from a heart attack. All right.
That's very sad.
Yeah.
What's really sad is like he was clearly alone
Mhm.
Yeah.
at the time of his death.
And what is also interesting is the fact that it's not, this is probably like the third one for the year. The third, well, no, it's meant actually make the fourth, because we do have another story here as well
From Greg.
from Greig's. Dianna, if you have it pulled up already.
So a body was Ben Delplish. Sorry, let me read from the headline. The headline reads: Gregg's farmer found dead, no foul play suspected. Ben Delplish, a 47-year-old farmer from Gregg's, was found deceased at his home in an advanced state of decomposition. Authorities, alerted by concerned neighbors, report no foul play is suspected. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the cause of death. Delplish was a quiet community member, one villager said, and the article ends there. So we have another gentleman found in his home, again in a decomposed state, almost to full decomposition, and in his 40s. So again, as Christal was mentioning, I thought about that. When I thought of those two stories, I was thinking, it seems that they live alone. And it's crazy that they would have died and been there for a while before anybody found them, before anybody even realized, wait, this person not here, till they start to decompose.
Yeah. I mean, decomposition starts at like death, right? At the moment of death. The body just goes through several stages of decomposition. But you see what I was telling you yesterday about the differences?
The advanced
They
stage.
will say
Yeah.
partially decomposed or advanced. But those are the only two descriptions that I recall hearing from the media. I'm not sure if there is something in between there or
Or
something
even further more than that, right?
maybe mummification. I'm not sure. But
Oh
it's
gosh, if you reach the point of mummification, nobody. Yeah, stop.
You've been there a while. But I find, well, if listeners can recall the numerous stories of people being found deceased, men, they're all men,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. I didn't even
One.
think of that. That's true.
And it seems, well, this one here from Canouan, a heart attack. So what is it? Is it that lifestyle? Just the cause of death I'm looking at, dropping down. And this guy is 40,
47, yeah.
right? The gentleman 58.
57, same, yeah.
Right. I consider that still
Still
be
young.
young because you're saying 3 scores and 10. So maybe that's something that we should think about too. Is it lifestyle?
concern.
Do they have pre-existing conditions? Do they have high blood pressure, diabetes? Were they experiencing things that they were not going to the doctor about, or not telling anybody how they're feeling? Or I feel lightheaded, I feel dizzy, let me go at home and sit down, as opposed to going to the nearest clinic I feel lightheaded, I feel dizzy. Can you check my pressure? I'm not sure if I'm reading into it a bit too much.
No,
but
it's valid points. It's valid
yeah.
points, and the fact that you identify that it's men as well, because maybe it's also a case where we don't check in on men as much because we're assuming for the most part that they're okay, or if they really need to get help, then they would find a way to get help. Whereas most of us, let's say if our mother lives alone or something, an aunt or whoever, we will check in on that female relative
yeah.
quicker as opposed to the male. So it also is something for us to think about, as well as the neighbors,
Yeah, but
persons
you see,
within your community.
you see too, right? This is how society views men versus women. We will check in on women because we checking in on their safety,
Right.
not necessarily to check to see if they're still alive, but
I check both
well,
safety and
is for right, but realize because of like criminal activity, not necessarily well-being for the most part,
that's true.
right?
That's true.
You would assume men could take care of themselves.
Yeah.
They don't need to check in because nobody is going to break into
And
rape a
men
man.
generally don't even talk about their issues or share their serious concerns.
Or even talk about mental
like
health,
like that.
alcoholism.
Yeah. All right, so we need to jump out from here, but just by way of another update, a fisherman charged with assault. Now I'm reading this from St. Vincent Times. Police arrested and charged Kevin Patterson, Police arrested and charged Kevin Patterson, a 31-year-old fisherman from Lago Heights, with the offense of assault. According to reports, the incident occurred on July 4th in Heritage Square, where Patterson allegedly struck the 56-year-old journalist from Richmond Hill with a glass bottle on his left hand, causing actual bodily harm. All right. So this matter has been So Patterson would appear before the Kingston magistrates. No, he pleaded not guilty to the offense. He was granted bail in the sum of $1,500 with one surety. The matter was adjourned until September 6th. And if those of you can make the connection, this is actually in relation to the same Too Cool Chris incident. All right. Not sure why the article made mention of a 56-year-old journalist, but
He's not a journalist.
He is.
Radio personality.
Radio personality is a journalist.
I'm not too sure what because some people today know them as this because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But he could have had prior training years ago in journalism. No. But what do you call that? Like a counter charge? Is there a term for that?
Yeah, so I think they've both brought charges are being brought against both of them in relation to the same incident.
They're charged for wounding each other.
Yeah, and interestingly that
Cancel out.
And interestingly, this matter too has been adjourned for the same September 6th. So
what did they?
So
cancel out.
That's not how the law works, Christal.
Let me not say anything.
All right, so we are going to jump into today's traffic talk. We are going to jump directly into today's traffic talk.
WEFM.
The best of the alternative.